You can run a 10K, have zero symptoms, and feel absolutely fantastic, all while a fatal blockage is growing inside your chest. Biology is incredibly good at adapting, masking the danger perfectly, right up until the exact second a microscopic blister inside your artery pops, stopping your blood flow instantly. When we examine the anatomy of the heart, we find the left anterior descending artery. In the emergency room, we call this specific vessel the Widowmaker. It acts as the primary root system, supplying blood to the heart's main pumping chamber. Most people imagine heart disease like a clog in a bathroom sink. The assumption is that plaque slowly narrows the pipe, and as the opening shrinks, you get warning signs like shortness of breath or chest pain. This structural invisibility explains why half of all men experience sudden cardiac death as their very first clinical indicator of heart disease. This diagram illustrates a process called positive remodeling. As a deposit of plaque grows inside the artery wall, the outer boundary actually stretches outward to accommodate it. Because the tube expands outward, the central opening remains 100% preserved. Your blood flow stays completely normal, which is why a seemingly fit person can push through an intense workout and feel fantastic. If you appreciate deep dives into how our bodies actually work, taking a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel helps us make more of them. This evolutionary adaptation hides structural instability, allowing an artery to approach critical failure while the individual remains asymptomatic. A healthy artery is lined with the tunica intima. In a perfect world, this inside coating is as smooth as Teflon, allowing blood cells to slide right past without any friction. But decades of high blood pressure, or even the sheer mechanical stress of high-volume blood flow during years of intense exercise, act like sandpaper. They create microscopic scratches and tears along that delicate lining. Your body tries to patch these tiny holes by sending in LDL cholesterol, like spackle on drywall. The immune system then dispatches white blood cells to inspect the repair, but those cells end up consuming the cholesterol and hardening into an inflammatory mixture. We call this hardened mixture soft plaque. Instead of a solid calcified rock, think of it as an unstable blister filled with cellular waste, held back by only a fragile thin layer of skin. All it takes is a sudden spike in physical exertion, or a jump in blood pressure to violently tear that thin skin. The blister ruptures, instantly spilling its toxic contents directly into your bloodstream. The body panics. It registers a massive open wound inside your heart and instantly deploys platelets to clot the blood. Within minutes, that rapid clotting response completely seals off the artery. A type 1 heart attack occurs when a sudden clot forms instantly over a ruptured blister, sealing the artery and stopping the flow of blood. There is another scenario that frequently strikes disciplined athletes. Take a 50-year-old endurance runner pushing his limits in a race. He doesn't feel crushing chest pain. He just feels a profound drop in energy, lightheadedness, and sudden nausea. At the hospital, doctors find a protein called troponin in his blood. Think of troponin like a glow stick. If the casing snaps, it leaks. Heart cells are full of this protein. Its presence in the blood proves they are dying. He's actively having a heart attack, yet scans show an artery only 50% crimped. This is an issue of supply and demand. While sitting on the couch, that crimped hose delivers enough oxygen. But when his heart rate spikes to 170 beats per minute, the muscle demands a fire hose worth of blood, and the crimped artery can't physically deliver it. Often, an irregular electrical heartbeat, known as atrial fibrillation, compounds the crisis. The top chambers of the heart start quivering instead of beating rhythmically, ruining the timing and preventing the chambers from filling properly. This creates a type 2 myocardial infarction. It is uniquely dangerous for athletes because the extreme physical exertion creates an oxygen demand that completely outpaces the capacity of a partially compromised plumbing system. The heart simply suffocates. If a blockage does form, your heart has a hidden defense mechanism: collateral circulation. If a main artery gets jammed, the heart begins paving a network of tiny side streets to bypass the blocked area. Because the heart takes years to build these microscopic detours, a 70-year-old might easily survive a blockage that would instantly kill a 40-year-old. The older heart had time to adapt. Disciplined physical exertion, like Zone 2 cardio and high-intensity interval training, actually forces these vital backup networks to grow wider and stronger. But collateral circulation only buys you time. In the emergency room, the rule is simple: Time is muscle. After 90 minutes of oxygen starvation, heart tissue irreversibly turns into dead, non-pumping scar tissue. Standard blood work can give you a false sense of security. It only measures the ingredients floating in your blood. It tells you absolutely nothing about whether those ingredients are actively sticking to your artery walls. To find that out, you need better data. A coronary artery calcium, or CAC score, is a 5-minute scan that identifies hardened, established blockages already sitting in your chest. A CT angiogram provides a direct view of the vessel wall, identifying soft plaque blisters before they reach the point of rupture. Once you know your actual risk, you can focus on true prevention, managing your blood sugar to lower systemic inflammation, controlling your blood pressure to stop the mechanical tearing of your vessels, and exercising to build up those backup pathways. The healthy heart attack is often a consequence of assuming that external fitness equals internal stability. Using these scans removes the guesswork, providing a clear view of the structural reality hidden beneath the surface.